Hi boys and girls, welcome back. We are going to do our new sight word today. So our sight word for our Little Red Riding Hood theme is the word can. K-A-N, can. It's spelled C-A-N. So before we start our book, let's quickly go through our sight words from the weeks before. Who remembers what this one is? I. Good job. Let's do this one. Look. See. Is. And Mrs. Clayton made herself a new one. Can. If you make yourself these little sight word cards, you can practice them at night, and you can also keep them. Mrs. Clayton just keeps them in a bag by her desk so she can keep using them over and over and over again. So let's get started, because Mrs. Clayton doesn't want to help you as much as she normally does with this book. I'm going to do the first couple pages with you, and then you are going to finish off the rest. So we're going to start, as always, filling in our name. So Mrs. Clayton will write hers. I know that you guys can write yours. You guys can write your first and last name on your book if you can fit it on this line. Remember, starting with a capital, followed by lowercase letters. Perfect. Now you can color your Little Red Riding Hood. You could do that a little bit later if you want. So next we have, I see Little Red Riding Hood, and she's in the forest. So we have some blank lines. We have a blank, a blank, a blank, a girl. I'm going to tell you what it says. I can see a girl, period. So let's look up here. Where's the word I? Oh, I, right there. I can. Now we only have 3 left. I can which one starts with that? S. There you go. So we don't need look and is right now. We'll put those over there. So I'm just going to copy it from above. I can see. If you want to try to make it a little bit harder, you could flip these over and see if you can remember how to spell those sight words. I can. Notice how I used an uppercase letter at the beginning of my sentence, but can doesn't have any uppercase letters in it. It's all small letters, lowercase. C, S, E, E, a girl. And that girl is Little Red Riding Hood. I can see a girl. Who do we see in this book, in this page? Granny. I can see Granny. I'm going to flip these over so I can see them again. Like I said, if you think you can spell the words without looking, you're more than welcome to. I can see Granny. Now, normally Granny wouldn't be capitalized, but we're going to use it kind of as her name in this book. We have a period. Now, I'm not going to write down the next pages, but I am going to tell you what they say. So you can go through and you can follow along. I can see the wolf. I think you can put all of those words in. If you need to, you can pause the video, write the words, and then keep going. This one says, I can go to Granny's house. So we're not using the word see in that one, only the words I and can. This one, I can see the big bad wolf. Okay, boys and girls, now we're going to stop so we can fill in these boxes. So I'm just going to move my book up, and I'm going to draw some boxes on the table right here. So we're going to do a tall box. So it looks like we have a tall box, a small box, and then we also have a fall box. Can you see that really good? I might have to move my camera just a little bit. Okay, and these boxes are clues. We know that this is going to be a tall letter, this is going to be a small letter, and this is going to be one of our fall letters. Now, in our book, it said, I can see the big bad wolf. So we know this word's going to be the word big. What do you hear at the first part of the word big? I hear that B sound. So we're gonna put a B. A line with a bump. Now, the next easiest letter will be that N sound. Big. Big. G. G. That's our G. So we put a circle. Then we go down the side. It kind of looks like an A at first, but we keep going and add that tail to make that G. B. Ig. So now we have to stop and we have to stretch it out to get that middle sound. B. I. 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 Oh, that's our itchy letter. I. B. I. G. Now we know what it is. We can write it inside of our book. So let's write that one more time. B. I. G. Big. And I'm going to let you fill in the I can see part. Okay. Now we have at the end of the story that woodcutter comes. And what did he do, boys and girls? He helped him out. So it says, I can help Granny. So I'm going to get rid of that word see. I don't need it for this page. And I'm going to write I can. Remember, Mrs. Clayton doesn't want to write it for you this time. I want you to see if you can figure it out. And if you need a challenge, flip over those sight words and see if you can remember how to spell them. Okay, once you're done, color the pictures, read it to a couple family members or your favorite stuffies. Everyone likes to hear stories.